Good morning and welcome to the Quantum Leap Futures Morning Leap session for Wednesday, July the 26th, 2017. My name is Doug McKay. I'm the founder of Quantum Leap Futures. Each morning we get together in these live go-to sessions to take a look at the market macro to micro, take a look at the structure of the market, and then we drill down to our trade levels, our targets, and our hypotheses for the day. We do create multiple hypotheses in order to have a plan in place so that no matter what happens in the marketplace, we have a plan for it, and then we wait to see what the market's doing, who's in control, and then execute the plan that best suits the market. This is a subscription room. If you're interested in checking it out, send me an email at quantumleapfutures@gmail.com. There's no website, there's no blog. There's just this live go-to. We do this in the pre-market session, and then we do live trading and analysis during the course of the trading day. Please read through the disclaimer. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Any trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purposes only. Please trade your own due diligence, your own trade plan, and your own risk metrics. Okay, so taking a look at yesterday. Yesterday, we're looking for a open auction at a range, a move down towards the prior day high, and somewhere between the 72 and a quarter and the 70.50. We even thought we could even see a dip inside to close the gap in the naked VPOC, but find responsive buyers rotate up and then go sideways after we make a new high. We did have an open auction out of range. We did come down. We came right down to the 72 area. We actually hit 72.50, and then they rotated it up. Okay, went and made the new all-time high at 78.75, and then basically went sideways for the most of the day, and then started selling off into the close and coming back and filling the half gap to the tick. But we left this naked VPOC and naked close alone yet again. So we keep testing it from below, we keep testing it from above, and they just not closing it. Overnight, a little bit of the same story we've been seeing, a open auction in the prior day range of RTH, come down, come to that 72 area again, come 2 ticks lower, and then basically going sideways, and then Europe opens up and they start taking us up, and what do? We put in a new all-time high in the Globex. So here we are, and again trading near the high of the Globex, and we've got 40 minutes to go, and likely to put in a new all-time high, and to do a make and break on that high. And we're sitting right on top of yesterday's RTH session high of 78.75 and the RTH all-time high. So we're likely to equalize the highs again between the RTH and the Globex during the course of this trading day. Taking a look at the news. Well, first let's take a look at the earnings, because again, the earnings story is what I think is driving this market right now, and the fact that we've got the thick of the earnings. This is one of the heaviest days of earnings between today and tomorrow are the 2 heaviest days this week, and then we get some heavy day on Friday, especially after the close. But the story is earnings are pretty much pretty good. We had some big names: Ford, Boeing, Coca-Cola, Alaskan Air. All of these are pretty much a beat right across the board, except for a couple that missed. Hess Corporation, General Dynamics basically hit their estimate. Very, very strong earnings season right now. Of course, the big news today is the fact that it is a Fed day. We do have news at 10 o'clock, new home sales, but the big news, and we've got crude inventory at 10:30, but the big news is going to be the FOMC statement and federal funds rate that come out at 2 p.m. today. So we're likely to make a move early and then basically go sideways. Taking a look at the macro to micro, I use just a basic candlestick chart on my paper money and use a 9 EMA, 20 SMA. I'm looking for slope and separation, how strong of the trend is in each of those scenarios, and then work my way down from the monthly into the intraday. Very strong trend, new all-time highs, price paralleling 9 nicely. Trend is very strong on the monthly. Same thing on the weekly. We're one time framing up again on the weekly. On the daily, we've came back and bounced off of the 9 and making new all-time highs. Very strong slope and separation. Onto the intraday, we came back and we did put in that FUBAR Mr. Sneaky tech gap. They came down, closed the tech gap, and then bounced, and the trend is still up on the 4-hour. On the 1-hour, same thing. We came down, put in a FUBAR Mr. Sneaky earlier in the Globex session, and then we rallied overnight and come and make a new all-time high in the Globex. And good slope, good separation, good parallel of the price. Going to the 30-minute, same thing, very strong upward. I mean, we're creating a lot of naked crosses along the way here that will need to be repaired. But right now, this market just does not want to go down. Going to the 15-minute, you see we did put in a little bit of a Mr. Sneaky setup and almost came down and closed the gap. But again, the trend is to the upside. We're losing a little bit of slope, but not by much. And in the 5-minute, we have challenged the trend and we're coming down, but they're trying to hold the 9 EMA right now. So for the most part, this market still looks like it's got upside potential to go higher. So taking a look at the big picture structure, we did close back inside here, so I have to bring this over. The microcomposite VPOC for the 5 days is still down at the 69, but we've broken out of the value area and we're trading near the highs right here, and likely going to go higher into the 2480s. Not a lot of guidance up here, gang. I mean, the problem is, it's new territory and thin to win. The volume has been very light. You look at the volume for the last few days, and it's been below. For the last many days, it's been below the 20-period average, and very, very thin market. So the overnight inventory is about 60% net long. We do have a bit of a double distribution here with the LVN at 77.75. Currently, our overnight high is 79.50. It is a weak high. You can see you got 79.50 there, and you've got 79.50 there. So double top at the high. We're just dipping inside of the prior day range. The LVN is just sitting right on top of the value area from the RTH session yesterday. So we've got matching value area highs right now between the Globex and the RTH session, and pretty much, a little bit lower in the Globex, but pretty much, have the same value area as we saw in the RTH session. So I don't know if this is going to be a high that's going to hold into the RTH session, but as it stands right now, our overnight high is 79.50. Remember, we keep doing this coming into the RTH session near the highs or the lows of the Globex and breaking it right away. Our overnight low is down at 72. One tick in front of that naked VPOC. I doubt we're going to get a VPOC shift. 76.25. And we have this LVN here at 77.75, which is basically right on top of the the value area high and just one tick below the open. So in terms of levels, there's another LVN here at 74 and a quarter, and that is just one tick below the close. So I'm going to put a trade area there, and that's about it. Obviously, 72 is the overnight low, but I'm going to watch this this range. In fact, I'm going to take this right off, and I'm going to watch this this swing low here. It's a weak swing low at the 73 and a quarter because I think they break it. I'm going to target the range low, and it pushed through into the overnight high and the naked Deepak and naked close. All the levels remain the same below us. Our daily ATR is running at 1672, so it continues to get tighter. So off of the high overnight of 79.50. Our I got to get a new calculator again. I bought this new calculator, but it's not working very well. 62.75. So we move this up to 62.75. And off of the low overnight, 88.75. All right, and that's basically, all I have. We've got this HVN that's forming at 78.75, the prior all-time high, and yesterday's range high. The overnight high is the all-time high. I'm not even going to put it in because we're likely to break it and expand it. So nothing I can do. We still have basically 32 minutes to go, and I can't wait for them to put the all-time high. So just like yesterday, just watch for the all-time high to get taken and expanded out into the next 30 minutes. In terms of hypotheses, I'm looking for either an open auction out of range or an open auction in range. I'm looking for a move to same thing every day right now. Same thing. I'm looking for responsive selling down into the 77 to the 73 area, finding initiative buyers and rotating us up and stretching the high out. And I expect this to happen within the initial balance and then go sideways into the Fed news at 2 o'clock this afternoon Eastern time. Hypo 2, same thing as yesterday, open auction, put us into new highs, find responsive sellers, rotate us down into the 75 area, chop inside the value area near the midpoint, and then come down and push down, okay, to the 71 area and come into the news somewhere between 69 and 71, back in this balance. After the news, who knows what's going to happen. Hypo 3 is a open test drive, failed to take out the naked close again, leave another gap and push up into the 80s and then go sideways into the news, and then reaction to the news either into the 2,500 area or a fallback into balance back towards the 57. And then hypo 4 is going to be a open auction, just in range or out of range, but basically sideways, chopping between the 75 and the 85 area, and just doing another one of these fight the range high and go sideways, but continuing this auction to the upside. Those are my 4 main hypotheses. It's again tough to trade this at all-time highs with very little volume and sudden news. Gold We were looking for a $10 to a $15 pullback. We were talking about on the Monday. I'm sorry, on the Tuesday or no, on the Monday, yeah, Monday, we were talking about the fact that gold had rotated $55 and we're looking for a $10 to $15 rotation. And we've gotten down counter rotation of $15.80 so far. And we've tested that 42. Remember, our two targets were the 45 and the 42s. Area. We've come down there, we've found some buyers, and they've rotated us back up. Key to watch is this 49. If we get above the 49, look for them to rally up into the composite VPOC at 56.50. If they come and they fail to break the 49, look for them to rotate back down and still come down and test this 41.50. And if they don't hold there and bounce there, a push through down into the 31, 32 area. So that's what I'm looking at in gold. That's going to complete our session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.